How's it going, everybody? This is Seer here, and today we have the Shadow King Trials vlog. We have been waiting for this, and now we have the official date. We know what teams are going to be required for the nodes, and now we can kind of start doing our theory crafting. We don't know the node compositions yet, but we do have a date, so I'm very excited for this. So let's take a look at the blog. An interdimensional nightmare turns into a strike commander's dream with the upcoming arrival of Shadow King's Trials. This is your first chance to unlock and power up the legendary Astral Controller, who's a must-have for Astral Battleworld and Alliance War efforts. Now, I did do a video seeing how this team does on Alliance War. I did a lot of testing on it. They are very good, and they have been giving out a lot of the Awakened abilities ready for free. That is fantastic. Shadow King Trials begin on November 22nd at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I might be able to get a few streams in before I start working. We'll have to take a look. I'm hoping to really get some guides out there to really help you guys with the efficiency on this. So you definitely don't want to miss a special leaderboard exclusive to the first run of the event, where you'll find even more resources to upgrade Shadow King and the rest of your roster. Here's how to recruit this Sovereign of the Shade. So it's going to be upgrade tokens just like before. The way these work is it automatically takes the character to that star level and gear tier, so it's going to save your resources, which is really cool. So this is going to be found in the trial missions and the leaderboards. For the run scores, clear all the nodes. Basically what this is saying here is it's going to take your highest score. You are free to go in, back out, and then try the node again until you can clear it as efficiently as possible. That's going to be important on this trial. Earning Shadow King stars and rewards. So this is really cool, and I'm glad they're doing this. Basically, it's going to be a 4 yellow star upgrade token if you can reach to milestone 8 or harder. Because of the way they had these nodes set up, we are able to really maximize and get everybody a Shadow King just like we did for Old Man Logan. I'll show you later on in the video how we can accomplish that. 5 yellow star upgrade token is going to be for milestone 11 or harder. 6 yellow star upgrade token is going to be the top 5,000 of the leaderboard, and a 7 yellow star upgrade tokens going to be the top 500. So it looks like the top 500 will be able to get that 7 yellow. Based on how much time has passed, I think this is going to be kind of a fight to get that top 500 based on trying to be as efficient as possible. So I'll try to get some guides out to help everybody with this. Astral Force. Unlock Shadow King's red stars by collecting the Astral Force. You can earn Astral Force from the Shadow King's trial missions, Shadow King trial leaderboard, and upcoming activities in December. I'm really curious what this is going to entail for the Astral Force. It might just be like the red stars, I'm guessing. First run leaderboard. The first run of Shadow King's Trials features a leaderboard, and you'll only need a run score of 100k to qualify. This is fantastic that they're making it to where it's a 100k to really get into the leaderboard aspect, to start getting these leaderboard rewards. I know there's been issues where it's like a 400 or 500k score. Making it 100 is very fair. Climb the ranks, don't miss out on the top rewards for 7 and 6 yellow star Shadow King tokens, Astral Force, Crimson Gear, Teal Gear, and more. Difficulties and pacts. So it is going to be difficulties 1 through 15 like we've had before. The higher run difficulties will narrow the character traits you can use, but they'll reward more points. You can earn additional points by activating pacts, which can bolster enemies and or hinder your enemy or your teams. Difficulty 5 and above will require Illuminati for mission 2, Annihilators for mission 6, and your choice of 2 and 6 or 10s. Basically, mission 10 is going to be Illuminati or the Annihilators. Now, when you get to difficulty 11 and 12, so 5 stars for Illuminati and Annihilators for 11 and 12. 13, 14, and 15 is going to be a 6-star requirement for Illuminati and Annihilators. That means if you have a 6-star, you compete with people that have 7-star and diamonds. So that's where the efficiency is really going to have to sink in on this one. Now, Captain Britain, I do want to point out, will have no star requirements. This is fantastic. It is basically recommending, though, if you are doing a difficulty 15, try to get your Captain Britain at least up to the 6 star. I don't know if he's going to be able to survive at difficulty 15. as a 3-star. So just be wary of that, but it is possible. Now for the list of packs, these are really interesting for a lot of these. So we have our typical 20 and 30% health. This is going to be the Forged in Fire. All Crucible abilities are active during this run, so you can use your Crucible teams. That's going to be really cool. Are you not entertained? That's awesome. I love it. All Arena abilities are active during this run. Magneto was right. He really was. Mutant villain characters deal an extra 15% damage. Now, we're going to have to take a look. This might end up being where the enemy uses it on us. We need to take a look to see what we can use there. Resistance is futile. When a tech villain character spawns, enemy characters lose 5% resistance. We can actually take advantage of this. I'm going to show you how. Dark Cosmic Rays. At the start of their turn, cosmic villain characters gain 5% speed bar for every positive status effect they have. Devour. Bio villain characters heal for 10% max health when they defeat an enemy. This is most likely going to be for us, and I'll show you why. Villainous Momentum. When a character defeats a hero character or a player character, they gain 50% speed bar. This is going to be a double-edged sword, and it's actually really interesting. I like this one a lot. Stronger Together. Global hero characters gain 5% damage for each Avenger, Wakandan, or Inhuman ally. This, I believe, is going to be for the opponent. I don't see where we're going to be using Avenger, Wakandan, or Inhuman on this. And then the Shadow King Red Stars. So there are going to be Red Star promotions for Shadow King arriving soon in the Elite Store. Keep an eye out for your chance to crank up Shadow King's power by adding up to 7 Red Stars using Dark promo credits. Ready your roster for this important trial and recruit Shadow King to your Astral team. Let's go ahead and take a look at the nodes. So for mission 1, no restriction all the way through. What we were able to do for the Old Man Logan trial was jump all the way up to difficulty 15, use your entire roster, clear that node, and then you basically have the unlock already for Old Man Logan. It looks like we're going to be able to do that again for Shadow King. So if you don't have a fully built roster, do this one first and then do your actual run. You might not be able to beat that score, but it's definitely something that you can do to try to get that Shadow King unlocked. It's amazing. I'm glad they are keeping that kind of loophole in there. I don't think they were intending that for that to be a thing. So for mission 2, difficulties 5 through 10 is going to be regular Illuminati. Then it's going to jump up to 5 and then 6. Now it does say on here or Captain Britain. That's because there's no star requirement for Captain Britain, which again is fantastic. Mission 3, it starts as villain or no restriction, then villain, then it turns into global villain, difficulty 5 all the way through. Now there's 2 teams right off the bat that I can think of that's global villain. Orcus, they are all global villain. Then the Cabal team, global villain. So they're going to be able to take advantage of some of these packs. So if we look at the villain tech character spawns, enemy characters lose 5% resistance. You can use that to your advantage by using that Orcus team. Just a heads up about that. Now, mission 4, it starts as no restriction that goes into Brawler non-mythic. There's a lot of characters that we can look at, which we're going to take a look in game to see who can take advantage of this. This is going to be a theory crafter's dream for this node, I think. Mission 5, no restriction, then it goes to Mercenary or Undying. So that is a little unfortunate that Undying is on here. I think because of the Scarlet Witch zombie. I think she's going to be important on this node. We have to see what's going to be required on it. However, there's a lot of mercenaries that we can do sack teams on to really burn abilities. Plus, the Undying team outside of Hela, they are bio villain characters. So they'll be able to heal for 10% max health when they defeat an enemy. That's going to be very important. So I think that's going to lean more into the Undying aspect of it, more than the Mercs for Money aspect of it. Mission 6 is going to be the no restriction. Then it goes into Annihilators. And then at difficulty 5, or difficulty 11, it goes to the 5 yellow, then 6 yellow. Then it goes back to Global Villain, Brawler non-mythic, Mercenary or Undying. And then the last node where you can use Illuminati or Annihilators or Captain Britain and really mix together that team. Let's go ahead and jump in game really quick. So if we end up taking a look on here, let's go ahead and start with the Brawler non-mythic. So that's going to be under the role Brawler, and then we're going down to type, mythic, minus sign for the non-mythic. So for Brawler non-mythic, we do have Thanos Endgame. He is a cosmic villain, I believe was the trait that we were looking for on this. It was cosmic villain characters gain 5% speed bar. So cosmic villain, that would be a Thanos Endgame, can take advantage of that to where you can get that turn meter. I think he's going to be important on there based on how his passive can proc, remove those positive effects and everything. Blade, I think, is going to be very important. Nightcrawler is great. Spider-Man Pavitra with the vulnerable, so you could put on Spawn. He has a lot of utility. Now we do have Black Hat as well. We do have 2 members of the Superior 6, Sinister 6 team. I don't think we have a third one to really take advantage of it. So that's why I think this one here is going to be very interesting. We have Red Hulk as well, who can really jump in there. Ancient One, she is a Brawler non-mythic. So having her kind of help out, I think that's going to be important. If we scroll all the way down, yeah, there's really nothing else. So this one here is going to be the most interesting trying to get a team together for. Now, if we end up taking a look at the villain global that was in here. So this is where I was talking about. We have the Orcus team. So Lady Deathstrike, Scientist Supreme, Omega Sentinel, Nimrod, Sentinel. So you can take advantage of the full Orcus team. We can also use the 3-piece Cabal with Ares and Apocalypse that can really take advantage of that node as well. So I think there's going to be some fun characters that we can use for that node. We might even be able to use Scarlet Witch Zombie to try to get some abilities ready for us, or maybe Taskmaster, because for the Mercenary one, let's go ahead and take a look at the Mercenary tag. It's very extensive. So Mercenary. So obviously we're going to have the Mercs for Money team. I don't know if we're going to want to use Deathpool. I think we're going to end up using Taskmaster on this. He is going to be able to give the assist now on Mercenary Villain, which would end up being the Dakin character that's on there. He's going to have the block chance. His special is a turn 2 stun, and his ultimate is going to be a blind with heal block. I think Taskmaster is going to be pretty important for this. We'll have to really take a look. But we see we have 13 mercenaries. That means that we can do 2 sacks on that mercenary or undying node to pull as many abilities as we can. I think that's going to end up being quite important on here. But let me know what you guys think. I do plan to get a few videos out in preparation of this. When we know what's going to be on the nodes, we can really look as far as theory crafting, what teams we want to end up using, how to maximize and get our efficiency score so you can really push on that leaderboard. So if you did like this video, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, have a wonderful rest of the day.